Welcome to the Beard Me That Beer podcast. I'm David.
And I'm Sam. I notice there's a cadence whenever we do this, and I'm always like right after you. I'm like, let me breathe a little bit. Yeah.
Let it breathe. And now.
I should whispered it.
And welcome to episode number 34. Great food debate number 2. We're finishing the list.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of forgot what the topic for today was. I just showed up
right now.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Well, you don't really need to be prepared because you have your opinions already. They're inside you.
And I haven't thought about it for a week. So
we care so much about this podcast.
Well, you get genuine reactions.
Yeah, this is real. We are real humans and doing real things.
Human people.
And wasting real
Earth.
time.
Yeah, wasting real time and oxygen.
Could be doing something better.
Yes.
But first, the beer.
All right. You mind explaining some of this?
Like the color?
It's like there's
the letter
like
H.
What is Rakau?
Rakau IPA. So this is from Harland Brewing, a labor of beer, trademark, San Diego, California, United States, 92131, quality brewed. Rakau. Is it Rakau?
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 Rakau.
IPA, Indian Pale Ale. It is 7%. Yeah. The spirit of rolling up your sleeves to get the job done.
Where did you read that? I didn't even see that.
So yeah, Harland Brewing.
Interesting.
They are a brewing company in San Diego, and they're kind of a little different because they did the branding thing. So, like their website's like super modern and like really like
it's very like minimalist.
Yeah, and
kind of
like it just look like they kind of have the marketing on it. And I think when before COVID, I would hear people like, "Oh, they're thinking too much about branding as opposed to the beer."
Well, I mean, that's important, though.
Yeah, no, it is important. But I had their beer, and their beer is great.
Well, that's good.
But I can see why people would be a little put off by that.
That they're so uniform and put together?
I wouldn't say that because like the first thing
professionalism.
The first thing on their website before they even had their brewery was like a video of a motorcycle. And people were like, what does this have to do with beer? But people should really give them a chance. I went there and I had a hazy IPA when Sam was playing at the coffee house across the street. And it was
it's right
amazing.
there.
That's their tasting room.
Interesting.
By One, I think it's called. 1,
2.
No, that shopping center. I think it's called The One or something like that. It's in Del Mar. But yeah, they have a lot of merch, like a lot of Harland shirts, sweaters, all this swag.
Interesting.
And a super sweet tasting room. The beer is great. I haven't had a bad beer from them. Really.
I've never had Harland.
Well, let's start.
Up front, I got to say, like, this is a very unassuming looking can. But upon closer inspection, like, I'm like, the print and stuff is kind of like, it seems a little all over the place to me. Like, I'm noticing it looks like a couple different kinds of fonts. And, like, I don't know, that's just a weird. I'm just noticing stuff.
There's 2 fonts?
There's 2 fonts, but then
they're all different sizes.
It's all varying sizes, and like everything's like
some of them are. Yeah, I can see why it looks a little.
It's fine though.
Too much, but
I like the colors. But we don't judge that here. Ow.
We judge everything. Wow, that is what I need in the morning.
10 before
what
before
the fuck?
11.
This is what happens
Splash
when you
zone.
Open it like that.
Like what? Like a man?
Like a monkey.
Monkey.
I don't think I have it.
That tastes awesome.
Yeah, it's so light and refreshing.
It's an IPA?
Yeah, that's the weird part, right? It tastes almost like juice.
I'm going to finish this real fast. It's like, this is really
this
good.
Beer does not taste like beer. There's not a lot of carbonation.
This tastes like it's so funny. I'm like, this tastes like a breakfast beverage to me.
Yeah.
Like, I would eat this with like.
I don't taste beer.
It doesn't. There's none of like the bitterness.
It's
or
like a fancy like juice.
Any of the stuff I would associate with a beer.
little bit of like soda water.
It's almost kind of like there's like a milkiness to it, like a little bit.
I would agree with you. There's like a cream, but it's not the cream that it's just thick.
No,
because Sam likes it thick
extra, extra thick
and dark
and strong.
This beer, damn.
It's good.
I was not expecting that.
No, I'm like, wow, what an incredible first beverage for the day. Oh,
this
man.
is really good. It's really, really helping my hangover. Who's texting you?
Nobody. It's just writing in my notes. Incredible beer, Harland Brewing. Very good.
No fun in your hand. So good, yummy. Yeah,
Rakau,
no, seriously,
Rakau.
so good, yummy. This is a really good beer. It's refreshing. That's my favorite part.
Yeah,
It's not hard to drink either.
that didn't just immediately drop into the pit of my stomach, and then I didn't have like that reaction where I'm like,
Oh fuck.
oh no, oh no, I suddenly feel heavy in one spot.
My liver.
My liver, yeah.
5 pounds heavier now.
No, good job, Harlan.
Yeah,
This is really
again,
good.
they have really good beer. That I want to go get more.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying some more of this stuff at some point.
Yeah. Thank you, Harlan. Now let's go to great food debate number 2.
Okay.
And we're going to start right off. So we
Straight.
did the first 9, and now we're going to do the second set of 9 on this list that we got from the Daily Meal.
9.
All Things Food and Drink, the greatest food debates of our generation by Carolyn Menyes and Kaitlin Miller.
I'm pretty sure I said this last week, but are you sure you're saying that right?
Yes. I'm sure I'm saying it the way
Menyes?
Menyes.
Spell it.
Menyes.
Menyes. Oh, strong.
That's Sam's favorite word now. All right, we're gonna start off with. I think this is a stupid debate. This question right here.
All of it. All of this is stupid.
In what order do you remove eggs from the carton? Twitter users have lots of opinions. There's even discourse on how best to remove eggs from their container. Do you start on one side and work your way to the other? Do you grab equally from each side to keep the carton in balance? Or do you just grab whatever egg looks best in the moment? Yes, this is something people actually think about. As for us, as long as we're cooking up a delicious egg dish, we don't care where in the carton it comes from.
No, I think about that a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm like OCD in that kind of way. And it bugs me because the people I share the house with,
Don't.
they, like,
The people.
my family.
I was about to say, those
The people that live in my house.
Those, your
So-
family.
Okay, I don't know how you guys do eggs here, but like they'll like it's usually that when I'm around and they're just cooking or whatever, and then I come back and I like go to the egg carton because I'm making like hard boiled eggs or something. But like they will use the eggs from one end of the container, which is fine. I do that, but they'll crack them, use the contents, and then they'll put the shell back into the thing. I don't know if that's a common thing, but I see that all the time, and it bothers me so much. I'm like, why don't you throw it away? I'm
So
like,
they
it's
don't-
just you're
They
mixing
just leave
garbage
it?
in with
they
your
don't
regular.
throw it away afterwards?
Sometimes it's weird. Like sometimes
Sometimes-
they will, but then I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Just get rid of it. Like, anyway, just a pet peeve. But I always work from one side all the way over.
So in a carton, there's 2 sides, left and right. So you go down left and then like a snake, come back around, or do you do left, right,
like-
left, right,
so
left,
like-
right, left, right?
If it's like I know they got like the 2-row egg cartons or the 3-row egg cartons. We usually get the 3-row, and I'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
So left to
1,
right,
2,
like
3.
or right to left.
Right to left, left to right. But
not
it's always
going
like
up and down.
yeah.
You're going.
No, I don't. I'm
Yeah.
not a psycho. It's long ways, column style.
I feel like that would be more OCD.
Huh?
That's the more OCD
With
way.
the column way.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. It's weird.
It is weird.
I mean, technically, I guess you would be doing it. They're both can be considered column ways because if you just turn around the egg carton, then it's like
well, point
rows
being,
of 7.
I think it's common that most people have a process. They're not just picking eggs out haphazardly.
So picking the egg, I get confused. Like, how can you tell what I mean, obviously, besides it being broken, how do you know the egg's good by looking at it? Like, do people do that?
I mean, like
cartons. Like, no, that one looks really good now.
Okay, well,
it's like it's not fruit.
No, I mean, if you're one of those people that's going into stores, opening cartons and inspecting eggs, get the fuck out.
I do that to check if they're cracked.
No.
Yeah, I'm not buying a cracked egg.
I don't do that. That's just holding people up in the world around you. I mean, just pick it.
Because
and if
the lines at the egg section are so long.
I'm like, that is a huge pet peeve for me. I don't want to inconvenience other people. Just get your shit and go. And if there's something wrong with it, you fucked up. Then just deal with it and go back. No, not a thing in a container like that. If it's something obvious, like you're getting an apple or something.
That's the same.
No, it's not, because you can see.
It's the same. Also, the carton opens. It's not like it's wrapped.
Yeah, but are you opening it and then inspecting it and then putting it back? There's a possibility stuff got touched. You breathed on those eggs.
Right. So I usually get it right. Sometimes they're not cracked, so I take it.
Yeah, but what if sometimes you don't get it right?
You
put it back?
I put it back.
That's disgusting.
I just touched the carton.
It's Rona, man. You're passing Rona.
So actually, I think I said this last week. I don't eat real, like...
I don't eat real.
I don't get eggs carton, like eggs. I get like a milk carton.
You pick it straight out of chicken butts. What?
I get the egg whites in a container.
Okay, well then none of this applies to you.
You should have no. It used to.
You should have no preference because this has no impact on your life. I'm talking for the normal folk out there.
Egg whites in a carton are the easiest fucking thing in the world, dude.
Side note: I did not know I felt so passionate about any of that. I guess that's a trigger for me.
Anytime I go to Sam's house, I'm going to fucking move the eggs.
Don't
leave
touch
some
my
shells.
Shit. Oh. I'm taking those eggshells and I'm putting them in your eyes.
Another thing. Do you know there's fridges that have like those an egg container inside of it?
I don't use those.
That's so weird. So
our fridge had that.
So you
I don't
get
like that.
the container, open it, put the eggs are already in a container, but then you put them in another container. That you made a solution for a problem that didn't exist.
That's a whole thing I don't understand for just stuff in general. It's like buying trash bags. You buy like a thing, like a box filled with bags, and then you put them in the trash, and then you fill them with trash, and then you throw them away. So you're just buying trash. It's stupid. I'm like, it's unnecessary.
Do you just dump out your trash can full of gunk and wash it every time?
No, I just go for a drive and just toss shit out the car. No, I'm just saying.
I'm just an asshole.
I'm just saying. There's stuff in the world that we do, which when I think about it, I'm like, there's something here that feels wrong. But like, I just don't think
like
about
democracy.
It. Yeah. There's an underlying current in the world.
Yeah.
And it's not fun to think about.
All right, that was funny. Now we have one that will definitely. This is a burning question and I think it will always be a burning question. You gotta wait for me to finish the whole thing. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Everyone has their favorite pizza toppings. Some folks won't eat a slice without pepperoni, while others think that simple sauce and quality cheese is the way to go. But no pizza topping divides a group as much as pineapple. Some people like the sweet and salty contrast when it's paired with ham, while others think pineapple on pizza ruins this beloved dish. How do you feel?
I mean, I'll eat them if I'm in the mood, but
I love the
I would say I would treat pizza toppings like I treat opinions. You can have whatever you want, but don't be surprised if someone has something to say about it. So
I like pineapple on my pizza. I love bacon with it and ham, Canadian bacon. I think that's a great combo.
My standard pizza is just like pepperoni and mushroom.
That's I would say that's a
common one.
A lot of people.
But I think
it's called pepperoni and mush.
Very mush.
Can I get some pepperoni and mush on it, please?
Yeah, exactly. Extra mush. But yeah, for me personally, I would say the Hawaiian style pizza is like mood food.
I really don't know why it's called Hawaiian style, and it's not actually.
I could tell you, like, Hawaiians aren't eating
Anything
that,
pineapple is Hawaiian, apparently.
I guess. If it was really Hawaiian, it'd have like taro or something on it,
Or
which would be bizarre on a pizza.
Lily Koi
but-
jam or something. That shit's so good.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't
Yeah,
have strong feelings about it.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Well, one, there's the American pizza, and then there's
Which is pizza.
which is then there's like Italian pizza, which is like
Just totally
what
different
we
food.
what we like call margarita pizza.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like sauce, scallops of cheese, and some
Dollop?
spinach. Yeah,
What's
well,
a
it's not like
dollop?
they just like.
You mean a dollop?
Is it dollop or
Dollop? What the fuck is a gollop? Gollop. I've never heard of a gollop. What is
I
a
think that's the word.
what is a gollop? I'm gonna look that up. I'm like, I gotta check you on that. That doesn't sound
Gallop?
gollop. I don't even know if you're spelling
that's
that made up
gallop.
word right. Gallop, like a horse. Gollop. Goll. I'm guessing Gollop is my guess. A gollop.
I don't actually know how to spell it.
Oh.
It is a word.
Verb, to eat or drink something quickly or greedily. I mean, that's not the
I
context.
didn't
would
use it.
that.
Yeah, I didn't use the correct context.
I
Anyways,
think you were saying dollop.
so yeah, like that's what like Italians see our pizza, and that's crazy. That's not pizza. But then it's like people are here saying no, pineapple. That's not pizza. It's like our pizza isn't really pizza to begin with. It's a version of it.
It's American pizza.
Yeah.
American pizza is a totally different dish
Yeah.
from
Thank you.
Italian
At least we
pizza.
agree on that. We do agree on the pineapple too, actually. What about mayonnaise?
I mean, I'm not eating that, but I mean, if you want to eat it,
I saw somewhere where someone put mayonnaise and then like artichokes, and I was like, Jesus, that's.
artichoke on a pizza,
I'm
can
okay
see.
with that. Like
But
a
mayo?
pesto one, a pesto chicken pesto with artichoke. That sounds pretty good. I would eat that.
Yeah.
but
But just
it
like
was just weird.
Well, how are you dealing with mayo in relation to the pizza? Are you like, is it like a
It's
like
like
a
a-
dip? Are you just
No, it's
dunking
on the
it?
pizza.
On the
Dipping
pizza.
is, I think, a different category because I'm assuming tons of people do that.
Yeah.
But
I do that
like,
with ranch
I saw this
sometimes.
with mayonnaise, like on it.
Mayo does not.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess pizza is like 80% cheese, but like
What does that have to do with the mayonnaise?
I'm thinking I'm relating it to sandwiches, like because I
Oh.
have cheese on my sandwich, and sometimes I'll put like mayo.
I like
But
mayonnaise,
it's not.
yeah.
It's they're not even remotely the same.
Yeah.
Even though it's bread, meat, cheese.
I would say,
Which is like
crust
95% of a
a little
pizza.
different from bread.
I'm just
though.
saying, like there's
It's a
there's
dough.
stuff in common.
Yeah, I get it. We're not arguing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, pineapple
Those
on pizza.
heroes.
I think. Fucking. What the fuck's a hero? You fucking
Stupid,
East
stupid,
Coasters.
stupid.
You mean a euro? You dumb fuck.
Yeah, euro. But
Pineapple on pizza. We're okay.
pineapple
with.
pizza, yeah,
I'll order
that's
it.
fine.
I'll eat it. If you disagree with it, you disagree.
If
with it.
if I show up at a party and they have that pizza,
I'm probably eating it.
I'll eat it. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. I think it skipped
I'm
the
almost
question.
done with this beer, man.
There's another one by the floor for you.
Floor beer, my favorite.
I'm sorry. I'm looking.
Why are you? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the questions.
I was gonna be like, there's only a couple things I could think of that you should be sorry about looking at,
Porn.
and I fully clothed. So
Okay.
one of them.
Here, here's another one. These next few questions are pizza questions too. Does ranch belong on pizza?
I just said.
Speaking of things that do not belong on pizza, is ranch a suitable dipping sauce or drizzle on a pie? New Yorkers generally rage against ranch on pizza. With
New Yorkers rage
New
about
York
everything.
food writer Ed Levine calling it a crime against nature. However, most national pizza chains let you order your pizza with a side of ranch.
Who's Ed Levine? Why should I care about what he thinks?
He apparently a dumbass. No,
Hold on.
he's
Does
allowed
it say
to he's allowed to have his opinion.
Does it say he's a food critic?
He's a New York food writer.
Okay. Hot take. That's not a real job. Everybody has opinions about food.
I guess
Why
we're
the
all
fuck would I
critics.
care about your opinion about a thing?
I'm gonna say ranch on pizza. not like on it. I think having your own cup and dipping, but like if you make a pizza and then you just do like a circle of ranch all over it, I think that might be kind of weird because then it kind of ruins
A circle of ranch,
Like
like
you-
the shape of a pizza.
like circles of it.
So like how much
Like
ranch
a-
are we talking? Are we talking like almost an additional topping?
No, God, no.
Like just like
that'd be
like
gross.
treat the crust as like
Think like a
the-
bullseye.
I was thinking like a bowl.
Bullseye.
Okay.
I think, yeah, I'd rather have it dip.
That's typically how I do it with ranch. I don't see that very often either, where people
Yeah.
have it on their
Then
slices,
it's
but
getting
like
warm, and warm ranch. Like room temperature ranch or cold ranch on a pizza is good, I think.
I mean, I've been to some warm ranches. So
No, you have not.
yeah, I have. I used to live in the sticks. I know.
Those weren't ranches.
What?
Ranches are nice. Bonzo isn't.
Not Bonzo's nice.
Yeah,
can be nice.
like Fallbrook is nice.
Fallbrook's nice. Just lots of space and
Lots of
Trees
KKK.
what?
Nothing.
I didn't go to those parts.
Wait.
But
All those parts are the parts. Ranch on pizza.
ranch is fine on pizza.
I knew a guy who wouldn't eat pizza without ranch. That's how hardcore. And he worked with us at the kitchen at the old college I went to. I tried to it's called the Big Cat Food Court, and I would make the ranch, and I was like, you know what's in that? And he's like, I don't care, it's so good. And he would like sit and wait 10, 15 minutes if there was no ranch for the ranch. I'm like, your pizza's cold now. He's like, don't care, I can't eat it without ranch. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, at the very least, I admire his commitment. But,
Right?
I mean, like, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I would eat my pizza.
I can take my pizza with or without ranch.
Yeah, same. Parmesan too. I really like Parmesan though.
Parmesan's good on pizza.
Yeah.
Just like a dollop.
I actually go crazy with the
Really?
Parmesan, and it's like another layer.
I probably do maybe a little less than I would do on my spaghettis.
Spaghetti.
Spaghet.
Spagheroni.
Yeah.
Spaghet.
Spagoots. Yeah.
Spaghetti.
But I put a lot on my spaghetti. But
I put a ton on my pizza.
I do a lot of like Parmesan and like the pepper. So like the only two shakers they have on the table at
Yeah.
any pizza restaurant you go to.
With the checkered.
Yeah, just
The checkered tablecloth.
yeah. Wow,
Not
that's
a
so.
cloth either.
I'm like, that's so funny that is like a locked in visual that you associate with pizza.
Yeah.
And it's always kind of dim. And whatever building you're eating in,
Yeah. It's damp. There's a candle lit with like a gas one too.
I always picture like a boll weevil type
yeah, I can see
restaurant
that.
where it's almost
God
kind of
bless
like
Boll
a.
Weevil.
I'm so sad
There's
that I
still
haven't.
one, I think, here.
I was like,
Yeah.
I haven't been to a boll weevil in
Yeah.
well over a decade.
We've said that multiple times. Okay, next pizza question. What's the proper way to eat pizza? You might be surprised to learn that there's more than one way to eat pizza. Some people insist on folding their slices, while others just dive right in. More unorthodox
How big is your
pizza.
pizza?
I know. I was like,
Dive right. I'm thinking DuckTales into gold.
more unorthodox pizza eaters will go for a sideways slice. Head in crust first, or choose to eat their za with a fork and knife. According to body language experts, how you eat your pizza actually says something about your personality, and publications have style guides so those who seek out the best pizza in America can get the most from their slice.
I mean, anyone that's watched our channel has seen us eat pizza at least
I think
once or twice.
if it's a big slice, you have to fold it. Like,
How big we talking?
I'm talking
Like feet?
like a foot size pizza. Like you have to fold that in half and kind of talk away.
I mean, that's the sensible way.
Because I see, like, sometimes you'll see a little kid holding. What happened?
Sound cut out. My no, it didn't. That was weird. It's just like it got quiet all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
we stopped talking for a second.
I hate you. Go ahead.
So, like a little kid sitting at and eat, like obviously the pizza's gonna be way big, so he holds it like this, like two hands, and then like, son, fold it. Because what's gonna happen? You're gonna take a bite, and all that cheese is just gonna fall. So that's why I think the bigger the slice, you kind of have to fold it.
I would say they're.
But for the most part, I kind of I'm a big guy, so flat, I guess. Crust first, is weird unless you get one of those specialty pizzas where the crust is something else. Like stuffed crust. I can see why people would want to do crust first. Or they did one where it was like cheesy bites. So I can see that.
Right. I mean, like, I don't know. I mix it up sometimes. So there's not like a set way I typically eat my pizza. But I will say, like, some stuff I would probably... I might think or say something about if I seen somebody eating it that way, is if anytime you use utensils to eat a pizza, or like you were saying, if they go crust in, unless it's like a specialty pizza. But those are like the only things I would think are kind of odd.
Unless it's a specialty pizza, is weird.
Yeah.
Utensils, I'm okay with.
It's just I notice
like,
it. I'm like,
why not just?
It's not fine dining. It's a pizza.
If it's a deep dish, I can understand that for sure, because those can get just really destructive. But a regular flat pizza,
flat pizza,
just dive right in, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like I usually just go standard, just like hold it straight to face.
What is your thoughts on squares?
I'll eat them.
Yeah.
They're not my preferred.
It kind of, for me, ruins the pizza because you don't get the pizza. Now it's just cheese and bread. Crust.
It takes, I'll say, I'll eat them, but it does kind of remove some of the novelty of eating a pizza. It's
I can see why people do it like on a really big pizza for like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, it's easier and more for everyone.
For anything over like a 30-inch pizza, like, I get it. It's just a lot of dough
But me and Sam will probably eat a 30-inch pizza normally between us, which sounds amazing.
On a good day, sometimes by ourselves.
Sounds amazing right now.
Following this,
with it. Ooh, I'm not huge on food and beer, but
I'm like these are perfect, ideal conditions for me right now. On account of like I already did my cardio today. I haven't eaten anything solid, and all I've had is like liquids. Coffee, water, and beer. So I'm like, I'm primed for that.
Okay, this next one. Should you eat mac and cheese with a fork or spoon? You're not going to try to eat a creamy bowl of ice cream with a knife, and attempting to eat a steak with a spoon would be an exercise. But some foods come with a less obvious cutlery choice, like macaroni cheese. A 2018 survey conducted by Mac and Cheese brand Annie's found that 71% of adults eat their macaroni with a fork, while 28% work with a spoon.
Why? Why is that a survey? What is that? Is that affecting your product at all?
We have too much time on our hands.
It's mac and cheese. There's not much room for innovation, so let's just start.
How can we make it better? Let's find out how they eat it.
Let's justify our business. Just take stats on nonsense stuff. Cheese? I don't eat. No, just kidding.
With my fist.
I don't know. That's a kind of food where I'm not paying attention to what utensil.
So I'll say this: for me, if I'm eating just a bowl of mac and cheese, I probably use a spoon. Now, if I'm eating, I don't usually eat mac and cheese by itself, though. So I have like chicken or coleslaw or mashed potatoes or steak with it. I'm probably gonna eat it with a fork because I think it's weird when you're like multiple cutlery to eat different things.
I get that. Yeah.
So if it's a side, I'm probably using a fork because the fork's gonna let me cut into other stuff.
Yeah.
If it's just a bowl, I'll probably use a spoon.
I mean, like, mac and cheese is not really like an entree style item for me. It's always like a side.
Even though some like restaurants are now solely based on, hey, we have make your own mac and cheese.
And I don't go there.
Fair.
It's just me. I mean, I said this last week. Eat what you want in whatever quantity or style you want.
But that's how I do it. Spoon with a bowl, fork if it's a side.
I would say probably more often than not, I typically eat it with a fork, but that's because I eat it as a side. Like you're saying, like, because I'm using the fork on like my steaks or my mashed potatoes. Or
I always think like Southern food, macaroni, stuffing. Like
that's usually... Yeah. I'm not eating mac and cheese with like my teriyaki chicken or something like that.
That actually wouldn't be that.
I would eat that, but I'm like, that's not a side I associate with.
Yeah.
But
yeah, fork.
yeah, I would say fork, but I mean,
Fork.
I'm not really.
What about a spork?
You know,
To me, a spork is just a fat fork.
they should.
A worse fork,
I
really.
think I've said this before, but like they should like innovate more with the spork and make it like, because I only ever see. Have you ever seen like a metal spork? I only ever see plastic
No, I haven't
sporks.
seen a metal
Like
spork.
they should make that a more common like metal
I don't
utensil.
like sporks.
Well, no, I mean like as they are now. But like
A metal
if
one, I
they
guess?
like change the design a little bit and maybe like give like one side like the knife's edge,
Oh, I've seen that.
then you can
yeah.
have like the
I've seen that.
trifecta
I've seen that.
utensil.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, that would
Like
save on dishes.
Yeah. No more dining sets. Just
Just one thing.
so. What would it be called? The canisport, the cork.
It's a knife.
I know, like
A knife.
but knife.
Yeah, I don't know.
All
There's
right.
room for there. Come on,
Yeah.
as seen on TV.
Come on,
Do
world.
something.
All right. What do you call the end slice on a loaf of bread? You know, the one with a full side of crust. These two slices are the
The
cause
ass
of much discussion as they go by many names. According to a Twitter debate, this piece of bread is alternately referred to as the butt, knob, heel, outside, crust, ender, and other weird names. But according to The Atlantic, heel is the most commonly used term.
Who the fuck is
I've
calling it
never
a heel?
heard the end of a piece of bread loaf called a heel.
Well, for one, it's incorrect because you're implying the rest of the loaf is a leg. So I'm like, the heel is not the end of a foot. That's like
or it's the foot.
there should
Yeah.
like the heel of the foot should be like just before
Yeah.
where they're saying the heel.
Where the bread is getting a little smaller.
That's okay. Our loaves are in the wrong shape then. They should be L shaped. And then that would be the heel.
I don't think I've ever called it anything but the end piece.
I'll tell you what I call it.
Garbage.
Garbage. It's trash. No,
Because that shit don't fly.
so how do you treat the end piece?
I like another piece of bread. I just eat it.
So like, all right.
Do I save it for anything? No. But I don't really. I guess I don't really. I'm not like much of a bread eater, but I do. I'll eat like toast, but it's just another piece of bread.
Yeah, that's like I'll get loaves at the house, but like the only things I ever use them for is like because I don't really make sandwiches. It's just like on occasion I'll make breakfast, so I only ever use them for toast. But like, I think the only noticeable thing I do with the ends are I think I'll use them first.
I mean, when the bread is a loaf and I pull it out of the bag, it's the first piece is the end or the top, whatever, however you look at it.
Yeah, but there's
use,
two.
I know, but I just use them in that order. So it's the top and then the next top.
That's usually how I do it. Sometimes I'll go out of the way to pull the whole loaf out and
Pull
get both ends.
and end it.
Yeah.
End their lives quickly.
Yeah. It's over.
Here's
But-
here's a thought. Why? I mean, the bread's like manufactured. Why don't you just make the bread without those pieces?
It's true.
Yeah.
Putting that out to the bread
Yeah.
manufacturers.
What's that? Wonder
Wonder.
bread. Wonder bread.
Wonder Bread Incorporated.
Yeah. Fucking follow suit, bro. There's $1 million idea.
And another another thing, I'm like, why did we decide that was the shape bread needed to be in?
I think the bread pan.
But why?
I mean, you can make a circle if you want.
Because like old timey days, wasn't it just like a
circle?
yeah, it was like a circle. I'm
football.
like, what? So there was definitely a clear decision at some point where
Yeah.
someone was like, we're gonna get that shape in there. that iconic.
It went from
kind of
the
rounded, and then
the
it's like-
bolillo to,
Yeah.
to the American loaf.
Yeah, I'm like, I'd be curious to find out, to research that a little bit. I'm like, why?
The
where did that,
history
the history of bread loaves.
bread
Yeah.
shapes.
I'm sure that's fascinating. There's
Yeah.
probably all kind of like,
I think they were that shape because that's they were in the oven. They didn't have a holder, and it just poofed like that. That's how it
don't
baked.
believe that.
No, I'm pretty sure that's why they didn't have a pan. They just put it in the oven, and then
Why would it go into that shape?
because that's just the
Every time?
chemistry in it is expanding.
That
They
it's
use
just set.
I'm
in
pretty
that
sure
way.
those loaves were not all the same shape.
I don't
And
know,
then
man.
someone just like, hey, I want a sandwich, but I want squares. Let's make a bread pan. Done. There's your history. What do you call those pieces?
Your history's boring. I want.
David made some real point.
I want a more interesting history.
The Terminator and Hitler to be in a fight.
I need
and
like two best friends with different bread ideologies going back and forth for decades,
killing each other
and then
off.
it's just constant betrayals, subterfuge.
I slept with your wife.
Yeah, it's like and then one just dies one day, and then the other one just I don't know. I'm sure there's a cool loaded history for bread, but yeah.
What do you call those pieces? I just call them end pieces.
I don't think about.
I think end pieces would, if I ever call them that, and I guess butt would work. But
I would say probably butt, but who the fuck is saying heel? I've never heard anyone say heel.
The heels of the bread loaf. What the fuck are you talking about?
Now you're like sexualizing bread for me. I'm like, it's in heels, man.
Look at that butt.
Look at them buns. Weird.
All right, this one I'm not gonna ask the question first. I'm gonna read part of it. The little thing they have here. This is sweet, sticky treat. Should be easy enough to pronounce unless you have a mouthful of it. But there's plenty of a regional debate across America. The western half of the country pronounces this word with 2 syllables, completely ignoring the second A.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
I think I know where this is
Southerners
going.
and East Coasters embrace the second vowel and spread this candy out to 3 syllables. Is it pronounced caramel or caramel?
What do you say?
Caramel.
Like, I'll alternate between two, but
I mean, it should be pronounced caramel for one.
caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
Why would it be caramel?
Car. C-A-R-A-M-E-L.
Well, that's assuming you pronounce car like car.
Car.
It should be care. Come on,
Look
kids.
at that care.
We're going to the care.
Get in the care, everyone. Look at that care.
I'm like, I've heard folks with accents say them different. Let's go to the care. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
It's how they were
But
born.
yeah, for one, this shouldn't be a debate. Like, we should have settled on this a long ass time ago. I credit this to the same fucker that named that decided on the kernel, the whole kernel issue, the pneumonia with the silent P, the I just chalk it up to one dude just fucking up language for everybody. But yeah, I don't know, caramel. Caramel.
How do you
Caramel's.
pronounce it?
I mean, caramel just sounds like someone ignorant but like really stubborn said it one time and then was just like, no, I'm not changing.
so-
I said it correct.
I'm so fucking lazy. Caramel.
Yeah, caramel. Yeah, that is. That was a lazy person.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Caramel.
I can't be bothered to pronounce the second A. Fart noise from my face.
Yeah. So you agree, caramel.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
that it would be caramel.
I'm saying it how it looks.
All the letters are represented when you say caramel.
But then I guess you can say that about the whole English language. Like xylophone sounds like it's spelled.
I mean, the English language as a whole is a fucking nightmare. You've got there, and there. And everybody knows what the fuck I was talking about when I just said the same word 5 or so times. It's bullshit English language. There's a lot of stuff wrong with society.
I'm gonna say that it's caramel, and Sam hates the English language. Here, let me give you a real Republican response. Well, why don't you learn a different language then?
Fuck yourself.
Exactly. Anyone, it's like, well, if you don't like it here, just move. It's like I want to make this place better. That's why I'm not moving.
I want to move.
Dick fuck.
I want to move to another plane of existence where I don't have to be
near you. Your stupidity is giving me some serious cancer.
It's giving me emotional cancer.
Yeah. All right, caramel. That's it. You pronounce it. Car. Care.
Let's go to the care.
All right. I think we'll have a bias on this, but
Okay.
In-N-Out or Shake Shack. Regional food debates aren't just limited to what to call something or how to pronounce it. It's also about cheeseburgers. While many locals are loyal to the regional chains, the two biggest regional titans are In-N-Out and Shake Shack. While both have expanded, In-N-Out spread from the West Coast over to Texas, and Shake Shack began on the East Coast. Both spots offer budget-friendly fast food-style burgers with special sauces, fries, and milkshakes. And both have cult followings. Why can't these burger chains get along? And more importantly, why can't In-N-Out go national? I will say Shake Shack is not affordable or budget-friendly.
Well, for one,
It's expensive as fuck.
we don't really like. That's a more recent thing we've gotten here. Shake Shack. Even then, I still haven't really been to one.
I've had, there's one at the airport, so I know I've gone to that one. But yeah, I've had it a couple times. And it's like Five Guys. You order each thing separately.
I don't like Five Guys.
Yeah, combos. Make combos.
That is a staple of the American fast food industry.
Yeah.
Combos or meals or
Combos.
Yeah.
Number 5.
standard entree, side, possibly a beverage.
At least.
Right. Minimum. That is the bare minimum.
Do your fucking job.
Yeah. I don't want to have to order all that shit separate.
So,
But-
yeah, that's why I always gravitate towards In-N-Out.
Well,
That
for one,
being said, Sam doesn't like In-N-Out fries.
I like In-N-Out.
Just not their fries.
That is a In-N-Out. Grew up with In-N-Out. That is a.
I mean, it's possibly the best burger
Yeah.
fast food wise.
I don't know. You think West Coast fast food. You think burgers. You think fries. You think palm trees.
And blowjobs, cocaine, ecstasy,
List them. Keep them coming.
San Diego.
But yeah,
craft
no,
beer.
like In-N-Out is like iconic West Coast food. But like I dig their burgers. Like standard order. At least, well, okay. You might be upset with what I order a lot now,
Don't
but
you
I
just
always do.
2 double doubles.
No, I do 4x0s.
No bread.
No, that's just no cheese.
You know, that's fine. Hamburgers are cool.
It's funny. It's weird. It almost tastes better to me, at least right now, with my weird
I mean, you're wrong.
palate. No,
Yeah.
I'm entitled.
And wrong.
No, that works for me.
Cheeseburger.
But it's so funny. Like me and my girlfriend kind of have this weird thing where we go around and like maybe it's not that weird, but we like kind of rank all the fast food chain fries.
Okay.
And In-N-Out is very low on the totem pole for me because they're weak. All the presentation is just sad to me. It's all floppy. It's like half the time it doesn't taste like it's cooked. It's just like just enough to give it that texture along the outside,
you could
but
just
it's like
order them extra crispy, right?
that's an extra set of words I have to say.
Literally 2 words.
It's not worth it. And for one, it's not enough fry for me. They're too thin.
The boat. Oh, okay.
They're too thin, and it's just like
So you don't like thin cut fries?
I don't like thin
bigger
cut, weak,
You like
flaccid
bigger-
fries.
bigger fries.
I like thick,
wedges,
strong
dark.
fries. No, I'll say probably there's one particular Jack in the Box by my place that I like a lot because they fry them to just the perfect level
Like
of
I said,
crispiness.
you could ask for extra crispy
No,
anywhere else.
you're volunteering me for more.
I'm not volunteering.
More conversation that I want.
volunteer you to do anything. I know that.
You can.
I cannot.
You can.
You are.
I
your
don't have
own
to.
person.
I don't have to do anything.
Anyways, In-N-Out.
Yeah.
I think In-N-Out's better.
In-N-Out's
The
better.
Shakes are good. It's fucking crowded as fuck though.
It's always crowded,
Yeah.
especially now.
Shake
There's a-
Shack. For some reason, every time I go, it's not that crowded.
So where's the closest Shake Shack?
There's one
down
at
here.
the UTC the mall.
That's the only one I can think of. Is there another one around?
Mission Valley.
Okay.
There's one in Mission Valley. There's one at the San Diego airport. There's probably one in downtown.
Like I live North County. I don't think we have any
there's
down
a Shake
there.
Shack in North County. I think
Yeah.
it's run by fucking In-N-Out. Because
Yeah.
there are so many fucking In-N-Outs in North County.
Yeah.
In San Diego County, 1, 2. And they're like a mile or 2 apart, and it's just so stupid. But North County is really big, though.
Yeah, I mean, like I've got 3 very close to me.
Yeah.
There's like the one off College. There's the one off San Marcos Boulevard.
and
There's
then
one
Encinitas,
right off of
or
no. There's one in
Oceanside.
in Escondido.
Oh,
right
yeah,
off of
that one's further. Escondido,
Valley.
San Marcos. There's one in Vista, isn't there?
There is one in Vista.
And
That's why I
then-
said the one
then
kind of by college.
Oceanside, There's one in Carlsbad. There's one in
They're
Encinitas.
all over.
And San Diego has 2.
It's like the herpes of North
Fucking
County.
2. I guess Mira Mesa. There's one in Mira Mesa.
There's just a lot.
That's close. But yeah, I think In-N-Out is just a far superior burger. It tastes much better. That being said, the Shake Shack burger I had, it's not bad. I just don't think it's that good. It tastes more like what a homemade burger would taste like, which isn't always, what I want in fast food is fast food.
There's a bar of
Yeah.
quality you expect.
There's different, I
Yeah.
guess.
I've had some pretty lackluster home
Yeah.
burgers.
That's why I really don't do home burgers. But I wouldn't say it's the best burger I've ever had.
What's the best burger?
Slater's.
50-50.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
They're-
it's different though. That's not this. I wouldn't put them
Not
in the
fast
same.
food,
Yeah,
but I said best burger.
Oh, best
I didn't
burger.
say best fast food burger.
I was gonna say-
for me that would be probably In-N-Out.
I was like, that's not fair because that's almost like a gourmet burger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a difference between fast food and then going to a restaurant for a burger.
I want to plug a place that I found kind of recently. Anybody in North County, so Escondido, San Marcos, Vista, potentially Oceanside area, check out Burger Bench in
Bench.
Escondido. They're the shit. They're
Sounds
so good. It's
good.
right off of what's the name of that street? Can't even fucking remember. The main street that's right off the 78
San Marcos Boulevard or Mission?
in Escondido.
Oh, no.
There's a San Marcos Boulevard in
Mission goes all
Escondido.
the way to Escondido.
It's not off Mission. It's like Escondido something.
Way.
Civic.
Auto Park
It's not
Way?
Civic Center.
Auto
no,
Parkway.
Civic Center's Vista. Whatever. They're really good. Maybe not so much. I wouldn't recommend right now in the midst of
COVID-19.
quarantine stuff.
Takeout,
There's
get takeout, get
They
takeout.
are doing like the outside seating kind of thing, but there's a lot of people.
Take out.
But they have sick. I mean, sick burgers.
Yeah.
Like I'd
For
like
me, it's Slater's. In-N-Out though for fast food.
You gotta
Now-
try that place,
now,
David.
cheap fast food. Dare I say McDonald's, Carl's Jr., Jack in the Box, Wendy's.
Which one do you like? Of those ones you just listed,
Well,
I would
just
probably say a
Fast
Carl's.
food. Yeah, I think Carl's, and not that I like the charboiled burger more.
Mm-hmm.
It just all their food tastes better.
There's like it's a little more flavorful.
It feels like it's not as processed. Like when you eat a McDonald's burger, you feel shitty.
Yeah, like
When I eat a Carl's Jr. burger, I feel pretty okay, but then I feel shitty.
I'll eat a McDonald's burger and I'm like, why'd I do that? There's no meat in this. This
Yeah.
is paste.
Yeah.
This is paste that got
Like
that
this
fried
How does this bun look this perfect?
every time.
Yeah. But yeah, I would go Carl's Jr. Actually, I'm a big fan of the Carl. Or
Or the Hardee's.
the East Coast, the
Yeah.
Hardee's.
Wow, that's a weird stance that beer just took for fast food and like Carl's.
That being said, all those fast foods are assholes and should not be making food.
but
In-N-Out.
they're always there.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Dependable.
Yeah, In-N-Out, Slater's 50-50. I'm gonna have to try Burger Bench. Maybe I'll come up.
Burger
maybe,
Bench.
Maybe we'll do a podcast at your place.
We can. I got
mean-
space. You know what? If I next weekend, I'll see if I can bring you one.
Okay, I'm down. Yeah, bring
I have
one
to
for
go
the wife
early.
too.
Yeah.
Dude, bring like 6 or
They're
7.
so fucking good. I can't, and like their shakes are amazing, and like they like. So I usually get like they have a what is it called? They have this burger I get all the time. It's called the Smokehouse, and the bacon they put on that burger is like the best bacon.
Smoked bacon.
It's just like it's like the perfect level of like thickness and like
So it's like Applewood thick cuts.
yeah,
Cool.
it's amazing.
Speaking
I
of
love that
bacon,
place.
Sprouts, really good thick cut. Okay. Okay. Whoa.
How many we got left?
1, 2, 2 more.
2 more.
No, 1 more. Sorry. 1 more.
Hit me.
The last one's not a real question, but actually, no, 2 more. Yeah. And then a third question that's just random. Where do you put the cheese on a burger? At its core, a cheeseburger is just a patty, cheese, and a bun. It should be simple, but of course there's room for debate. Namely, where does the cheese go on said burger? Google sparked this particular food debate in 2017 when it launched its burger emoji with the cheese on the bottom. In the tiny illustration, the burger had the toppings and patty sitting atop the cheese, while competitors' apple emoji had the cheese on the top of the stack. Though some people defended this ordering, Google caved to the pressure and changed the design to have cheese on top a month later. So, where do you put the cheese on a burger?
I feel like the traditional way to apply cheese to a burger is on top of the patty.
Yeah.
Under the top side of the bun.
Yes.
Which I'm like, that doesn't upset me. It's just like...
And I think it's done more than it tastes better. Mm-hmm. And because the burger's hot, you want the cheese melted a little. So it's going to help.
But to counter that, if it's on the underside, it's still touching the patty. So it's still getting that melted.
But I'm getting cheese on the bottom of my mouth. I'd rather have it on the top because it's easier to get off.
Okay, that was the kind of detail I'm looking for.
I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
Okay.
I know exactly that. Okay, so I worked in the kitchen, and we made burgers, and mm-hmm. I made it basically from SpongeBob. Mm-hmm. When he makes the burger, mm-hmm. like he covers the pickles with cheese, and I'm like, that's wrong.
Pickles. Yeah. No, it should be all the dressings of the burger or like the toppings are on top of the cheese. It should just be bare cheese on top of bare patty.
So this is how I do it: bottom bun.
Right.
Oh, okay, let's start. Buns are toasted a little bit. And if it's like a flat iron like restaurant, it should be toasted on a little bit of the burger grease. Mm-hmm. That just makes it a little bit better. Mayonnaise on the bottom bun. Burger cheese. And then your mustard and ketchup or whatever. Mm-hmm. Then your vegetables, tomato, onion, pickles, lettuce, then top bun. Mm-hmm. Bacon you can put on top of the cheese if you want to add stuff. But this is just traditional cheeseburger. That's how I like my burger. No other way. Also, just bread, burger, and cheese. Amazing. Plain burger. Plain cheeseburgers are bomb.
Yeah. That's like... It works,
I can inhale
it works perfectly
7 of those right now.
As just plain.
Yeah.
I mean, like, again... Eat your food however you want, but like, I mean, that's a kind of food where I'm like, I think the traditional way is like probably the most ideal.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed if someone were to try to shake the status quo. Like, who's to say you couldn't just take the beef and like cook the cheese into it?
I mean, there's burger patties like that.
I know. I'm like, but like, who's to say that couldn't be like a more common way to prepare that?
I still put a piece of cheese on.
Yeah, I know. That's so ingrained.
I just get more cheese. Okay.
Yeah. So what do you do if it's like more than one patty?
Cheese on every patty.
Cheese on every, but always on top, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So
that's
no
interesting.
Sandwich. Yeah. So it's patty, cheese, patty, cheese, patty, cheese.
That's interesting because So it's not like we can talk directly to our audience in real time, but I feel like that is a pretty common thing to just put cheese on top of patties.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's interesting to me that is a thing.
Also, in a traditional sense, when you're cooking the burger, you put the cheese on top of it when it's almost done.
Right.
If you put it on the bottom, you're just going to ruin the grill. Mm-hmm. Or not get even cheese on it because the cheese would then fall through.
I was going to say, depending how you're cooking everything.
I mean, if you're cooking just patties and you don't put cheese on while it's being like almost done, you're wrong.
And
you just have ruined your party. But I get it. It's a little easier here. You make the patties and you just make it whatever you want. But I think cheese on top of everything or just on the bottom is weird. But I don't think it'll taste as good. And it's like I said, you'll get cheese on the bottom of your mouth, which is really fucking hard to.
It's a little inconvenient. It's like peanut butter on the roof of the mouth.
Yes, exactly. Just the reverse. And cheese is.
It's goopy.
Yeah.
I'll say outside of, the annoyance of having it on like. Because it always gets under your tongue and everything, right? Isn't that annoying?
Now your tongue and the cheese are one cohesive unit to ruin your life.
I'll say, just to couple with what we've been saying, on top of the fact, setting aside the fact that it's annoying when it gets on the underside of your mouth, like, I think it's just more, for whatever reason, like, aesthetically pleasing to just see the cheese on top.
Slightly melting off the burger.
Yeah. Always melt your cheese. Don't just put, like, a solid slab of cheese. It's a monster. Yeah. You're a monster for eating your cheese.
You're a monster.
You're not the gumdrop buttons.
do you know The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man.
Yeah, the Muffin Man.
But yeah, on top.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Next. All right, this is a weird one. How do you slice bagels? You might think there's a universal consensus on how to prepare a bagel. You take the bagel, slice it in half, maybe toast it then, and add your desired toppings and eat. Enter the city of St. Louis, where for years people have been slicing their bagels like a normal loaf of bread. This results in biscotti-shaped slices of bagel that truly confound people outside of Missouri. Proponents of the bread sliced bagel claim that it allows for maximum amounts of cream cheese or other toppings per bagel piece. I eat my bagel and prepare it probably how 99% of the world does it. Slice it in half, toast it, and put cream cheese on it.
Where do you put the cream cheese?
Like on one side or both sides and sandwich it? Or what do you mean?
I mean, like, just, how do you do it?
Knife and I go around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I if I put enough on the bottom, then I'll just sandwich it. And so I have a beard, and eating a bagel, cream cheese everywhere. So sandwiching it is preferred because I get less shit to clean up. But then I feel like I'm losing less. Like, oh, I get two pieces. I know it's the same amount, but it's like, oh, I get two pieces instead of one big one. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
So I don't slice my bagels. I just take, and I don't use cream cheese. I just use margarine with like a knife, and I just like coat the outside.
You use plastic, not butter.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm joking.
It's always margarine, or I can't believe it's not butter. No substitutions. Just coat the outside.
When I got married, I got
outside, the top, sides.
Do you really?
Bottom, inside of the ring, and then I preheat an oven to 400 degrees, and I throw it in there on a tray for 5 minutes, and I just eat it.
So you get a really margarine-y toasted bagel.
Yeah.
I can see it because it's actually...
That's not true. I don't do any of that.
I was going to say, because I can see the really good part because I do like crisp, but I also like soft hot.
I'm like, I wouldn't be opposed to trying it like that.
That sounds actually really good. It sounds like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. But I'm just not really a bagel guy.
That's fine.
I'll eat... Typically, anytime I use a bagel, it's always sliced in half, and it's usually on like a breakfast sandwich. I don't just eat it.
I was about to say that, like breakfast sandwiches. If I'm, it's almost like why have just the bagel and cream cheese when you can have a sandwich?
Yeah, I'm like
like egg and bacon and sausage. Like you can have so much more.
I mean, like I would say toast barely edges in for me as a thing I normally would eat. Just cause it makes sense for breakfast, but like a bagel, like it's a bun. It's shaped like like bagels and croissants. It's always sliced in half, and there's stuff in the middle.
Oh, a croissant sandwich.
Yeah,
sounds bomb.
Right.
When I worked at the Big Cat Food Court, that like I would have for breakfast. It's like bacon, eggs, cheese, croissant sandwich, and then like a fucking shovel of tater tots.
Right. Right. And there's always like all of my perfect sandwiches always have like some kind of egg in there too.
Yeah. I really like Einstein's because their egg is like made in that press, so it's a perfect circle, and they just put right on it. And I've always want to get one of those, but I eat too many eggs.
How many eggs?
5 eggs.
That's not too many eggs. That's reasonable.
5 eggs.
I eat 5 eggs
every day.
I mean, when I eat eggs, I will eat them in increments of 5 every day.
Every day.
But okay, we already heard how you eat them.
It's really good protein. It's super easy, and I really enjoy the taste of it.
I was gonna say you're not literally cracking eggs into a pan.
No, well, before it would be like 4-egg omelet with cheese and like 6 pieces of bacon.
That sounds reasonable.
Toast with avocado and like a breakfast shake. My breakfasts before were like 2,000 calorie intakes. It was amazing. Now my breakfasts are weak. Anyways, slice your bagel down the middle. And biscotti, I don't even like biscotti. Like, I think dipping that shit, Yeah,
I
but
gotta-
that might be because I don't drink coffee, and I
like-
think that's what people do: coffee and biscotti.
I don't do that, and I'm a coffee guy. I gotta refresh myself on what a biscotti looks like.
It's like a skinny boat of hard fucking bread.
Biscotti. See, I don't really eat these a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people like
They
them.
look like breadsticks.
They're, for me, they remind me of like what people give each other at Christmas.
Blowjobs?
No, that's every day. That's every day. Sam gives me a blowjob every day. But biscotti is like to me, that's Christmassy. And yeah, slice it down the middle. So the last question, I think it's just to cause some stir. Did millennials ruin everything? Many
No.
millennials are major foodies and also enjoy debating silly questions about food on social media, but this generation also often gets accused for ruining food or everything. Sales of American cheese are dropping. Casual chain restaurants are struggling. Mayonnaise is no longer a staple of backyard barbecues. And if news reports are to be believed, people born between 1981 and 1996 are destroying all of these things. Did millennials really kill popular food items and institutions, or is everyone just realizing actual cheddar is better than something from a can? Regardless, there's one good thing to come out of all those better happy hour deals at chain restaurants. Millennials didn't ruin everything. And I'm going to say this once. Millennials just have better standards.
I mean, I hate that particular topic when it comes up all the time because I understand that there is like the need, or not even need, but like I understand that like we as a society have decided that like, you know, to divide up generations, we like label them like that, but I'm like that's just, you're just putting like an imaginary wedge between like groups of people, and it's like I don't know. It's unnecessary. You're putting unnecessary like conflict into a thing where it's just like, you know, it's just like people change over time.
I think it started as like a way to gauge generations in society. Now it's a way to blame people.
It's just like,
and it shouldn't be, because if you're gonna, you don't blame the kid for driving underage, driving their parent and crashing. You blame the drunk parent that gave the kid the keys and said to drive.
Right.
So who raised millennials?
Well, for one, I think it's just an unfair way to just generalize a group. Like, I think people should be judged as individuals.
As people.
Yeah.
But
like,
that's so difficult.
But yeah, no,
I can't do that.
I get it, but like
Unless we're
in
all-
an ideal situation. But you know,
in a utopia, yeah, we could be able to, because people would care
but
enough.
like that works both ways. I mean, like, people could be shitty if they're young or old.
Yeah, or people are shitty because that nature nurture question that we asked.
That too.
Yeah.
Granted, I will say I understand, you know, since as I've gotten older, I'm a little less receptive to change as I get older. Like, I'm more set in my ways. So I can only imagine someone who's like 30, 40 years older than me. Yeah. It's like, you know, like you get into an argument at dinner with like your family, and like grandma's got some like crazy out there ideas. Like, you're not going to change her mind. That concrete's been set.
But then that people can argue like, well, why can't you? Like, that's your,
because she's an old ass lady.
That's your judgment.
I understand. I mean, like that shouldn't be how it works. But I mean, like,
so what you're
that's a
saying
common
is we
thing.
need to make people better before they're born. So we need to tamper with genes and just make people perfect before.
yes, let's get
we gotta
Jurassic
fucking-
Park
we gotta-
ideology
No, we
into
gotta
the
Gattaca
world.
it.
Yeah, great movie.
Great movie.
It was a good movie.
Also, that is the way the world will only
Jude
get
Law
better.
in a wheelchair jumping
And-
into an incinerator.
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke, yeah,
And
going to
Uma-
space with leg extensions.
Yeah, and Uma Thurman. We're gonna break your leg now. What?
Crazy. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, young people, don't be ashamed of liking something. Just like it, unless you know it's weird.
Also,
But-
no, I mean, even like your weird stuff. Just don't break the law.
And like, exactly. And like, and I know, especially now, I would say it's more like, it seems like the older generation is more conservative, whereas like the younger people, it's generally liberal, right?
I feel like it like that generation has raised us to be like go after what you like, work hard,
Yeah.
like do what you want. Like,
Right.
what do you expect when people start liking different things?
You give them the opportunity to get into stuff, and like they like it, and then you go like, oh, chase the stuff you're into.
Oh wait, no, but not that.
Yeah. It's
Like,
a weird. It's a weird
It
dynamic.
always reminds me of that tweet from a dad. He's like at a robot building competition, and then the dad tweets, it's like, oh God, you can see it in most of these dads' faces, like, oh, we just wanted to do sports. And then someone's like, you're a fucking terrible dad. Like, your son has a passion for this thing, and you're not even supportive a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you should definitely like if you're a parent, you should definitely foster that kind of sensibility in your
try
kids.
stuff.
Yeah, like let them find their interests,
Yeah.
and then help them pursue that stuff. Be
Like,
supportive.
I always I know I don't want kids, and I never want to have kids, but it's like the way I was raised, I would never want that on someone. Like so closed off and closed minded.
You shouldn't force somebody to be something they don't want to be.
Just let them find it. It takes years too. Like even at 21, you don't know what you want. Like
You're still a
even
child at
even
21.
At 30, it's like, oh wait, now I want to try something different. Fucking do it. But yeah, millennials didn't ruin everything. Great food debate though.
Yeah, this was a fun topic for the past 2 weeks. I'm like, nothing bad to say about it.
Yeah, it was fun.
I mean, I did have bad stuff to say about some
we
things,
had
but
opinions. And I think Sam threatened a person, but
threatened several people.
what'd you say, David?
The fuck? Shut up.
I have nothing more to say. Do you?
No, just food.
Food.
Eat shit.
Yeah, eat whatever you want.
Eat shit.
Don't eat humans.
And don't care what other people
don't
think.
eat dogs. I guess we could have like a vegan debate next time.
That's gonna be real
Yeah.
short.
I mean, I could take that ethical role, like what they say it is. I'm good. Thanks for watching and listening.
Yeah. Keep drinking. Keep listening. Beer Me That Beer is a San Diego-based craft beer YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, and podcast show.
And for more of us, check out beardmethatbeer.com. That's beardmethatbeer.com. If you want to reach out directly to us, email us at bmtbinfo@gmail.com. That's bmtbinfo@gmail.com.